Hi everyone, welcome back. If I look like crap, well, not if, I know I look like crap. First it's because my ring light is out. It's broken. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But second is that I'm sleep deprived. More on that in a minute. First thing up that I have to show you is I have a finish. I'm really hopeful that I am actually going to hit my goal this year, which is 15 finishes. I finished 2021 with 13, and then last year with all of the moving and all that craziness, I knocked down to 8. But, so I want to go off of my 2021 productivity for this year, so my goal is 15, and here is number 1. I was able to finish this because I participated in 24 hours of cross stitch last weekend. I got an all 24 hours. I was really excited about it. Usually when I do 24 hours of cross stitch, I get to show you a lot of progress on a few projects, but I worked almost exclusively on this one. I had over 1,400 stitches left to go on it. And so I knocked it out and finished it. And this is Be a Sunflower. The pattern is by Oh My Stitches Shop. The fabric is Night Sky Brandy by Mystic Fabrics. And I'm just thrilled with it. This is a graduation gift for one of my dear friend's sons, who's like another nephew to me. When I asked him what he wanted his cross stitch to be, he said Spider-Man, TARDIS, or Sunflowers, yo. So I chose Sunflowers. I had a Spider-Man pattern all picked out, and then I saw this, and I already had this piece of fabric, and I was just like, that'll look phenomenal. I wasn't wrong, was I? I don't think I was. I like the way this turned out. Really happy about it. And happy graduation, Eli. Next up is haul. I have a little bit. First up, I got for Dog Owners Welcome, which is one of the projects you'll be seeing shortly. How are they going to come out? I got these little bone buttons that will go on it because I decided I'm too lazy to stitch the bones, even though they're small. One moment, please. Okay, I'm back. The next bit of haul I got, I had a few of the satin flosses for McGuayan, which I showed you last time, come in, but no floss travels alone. So I got a new piece of fabric. This is a 32 count Lugana by Picture This Plus in Murky. And since my ring light is not working right now, just take some of the yellow out of everything that I'm showing you. Just a minute. Next up, I did the needle minder sale. Why? Because I have no self-control. We are not surprised by this. So I spent way too much money on Needle Attractions needle minders. Here was my freebie, because it is Mardi Gras and Kim is in Louisiana. So there is my Mardi Gras needle minder. And then these are the ones that I purchased. Well, not too sure about this one. So this one, I don't know if anyone knows, but my little hometown likes to think of itself as the Bigfoot capital of northern Michigan. I don't know. I never heard of this until I was an adult. And then this one says, I think I must have put me too on the wrong one because I don't remember ordering this, but emotionally exhausted, because that's not really, that one's not really me, but I'll use it, I'm sure. Next up, gots to get the Wednesday needle minder. Gots to. And then, of course, because I am indeed kinda extra, that one had to come as well. Got a few others. Nerdy. Really? Do I need to say any more? I am not lazy. I am just on energy saving mode. Also me. And then I am no damsel in distress. I am a dragon in a dress. I just think that's so fun. So there are my new needle minders. Now I need projects to put them on. What? Yeah. So let's show you what I worked. Oh, no. I almost forgot. The biggest piece of haul that I got this week. And you probably got an idea because I'm sure you could hear it this whole time. But I'll be right back with it. Okay, back. That took a lot longer than I expected for my break. DNA Geek Dad came home and now we've lost the light, so... But anyway, the last piece of haul that I have for you is my new co-host. This is Maka. Say hi. Maka is a 3-month-old boxer puppy. She is... if you're wondering where her name came from, if you've watched me before, she is named after an anime character. Kind of. It's shortened. So, this anime, if you're curious and or care, if you know, you know. But she came home yesterday. And that is why I'm sleep deprived, because we are getting to know each other. We had some adventures in that her crate and her leash and everything else that I needed for her. I made arrangements with the breeder on Monday to get her. And on Tuesday, I had gone around and priced out a crate and a lead and a collar and the food they recommended and everything, and realized it was all cheaper on Chewy. Hi. And that I could get free shipping, so it would actually, in fact, be cheaper. The only problem was Chewy's normally so fast at getting stuff. It came today. It came like 2 hours ago. So we've been trying to go out with Lexi's old lead modified for Little Miss. We went through the night without a crate. I was intending for her to sleep in a crate. She slept in the bed and she was up rearranging herself every hour, at least once. The first time I woke up to her chewing my hair. Ow! Ow! Don't bite. Don't get mouthy. Don't get mouthy. But anyway, she's here. How much of a co-host she'll be remains to be seen. Lexi did all of her antics on her own. I didn't train her to or force her to do anything. I think anyone that watched us knew she got whatever the heck she wanted. So Mako will probably be the same way. So she'll probably just join when she wants to. We're gonna start clicker training later today, hopefully, I will be able to get her to sit up and perform her co-hosting duties with me. Gotta earn that kibble somehow, right? Right? So anyway, that's my haul. So, we've got to finish. We've got haul. Next up is what I worked on besides, don't even think about it. Ah, ah, ah. 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 That's good. That's right. We don't need you anywhere near that stuff. You can get down if you want, but you can't. You're gonna lay here? All right. This is the one not fun thing about not shooting in that old guest room on the bed is you can't really see her anymore. She's being so cute. Until she just went after my hand again. She's 3 months old. It's fine. So anyway, digressions. So many digressions. Oh, she's got her head on my lap. She's so cute. Okay. Focus, focus, focus. Sleep deprivation. Cute puppy on my lap. It's gonna be hard to focus. So anyway, what did I work on? Quite a bit of stuff, actually. I'm kind of proud of myself. There was 24 hours of cross stitch. Most of it got put on sunflowers, as I said, but not all of it. First up was a new start. And I will probably work on this one later today. It's Sunday, January 30th, as I'm recording this, 29th? 29th, I think. But I've been wanting for a while to participate in Stitchy Santa Sundays with some of the friends that I have met through Flosstube and games and Discord servers and stuff. And many, many, many months ago, Rogue Mama Stitcher, Amber, was kind enough to send me a Mill Hill kit to participate in Stitchy Santa Sundays. She sent me Saxony Santa, and then I promptly misplaced it in the moving mess. But I found it. I found it while I was unpacking, and so last week during 24 hours of cross stitch, and then the following day on Mill Hill Monday, I worked on my Saxony Santa, and not very much, but here's where I got to. And today, as I'm filming, is a Sunday, and then tomorrow's Mill Hill Monday, so hopefully I'll get a few hundred more stitches in on that. A lot of it depends on Miss Thing here and how much on my toes she's gonna keep me. I forgot how big a puppy adjustment is because when I got Lexi, she was 3. So it's been, oh boy, let's see, I had her for 4 years. And Arwen was 13 when she died. And Rusty was in there too, but Arwen was my last puppy, because Rusty was a rescue also. So it's probably been 18 years since I had to train a puppy. Unfortunately, she's pretty laid back, although right now she's not listening like she's supposed to. Although I guess you're not doing anything absolutely horrible. She's mostly leaving things alone. So let's talk about what I worked on. The first thing I worked on, this was one of my Would Go calls for this month. Oh goodness. I just threw everything up out of her way, and I don't know where it all is now. So that's why I'm probably a little scattered. This is by Waxing Moon Designs. It's Dog Owners Welcome. This is the one that I bought the bones for. So you can see in this example they used the buttons instead of in this example they stitched them. So I'm doing dogs plural, even though I only have dog 1. And DNA Geek Dad says that's it. We'll see. It was one of my Whip Go calls for the month, so I had to do 1,000 stitches or 10 days, preferably both, but if I ran into trouble, either or would have worked in a pinch. So I got my 1,000 done over 10 days, and then I kept working on it because I got really far, and I think this one is one that I am going to keep out until I finish it. So the last time I showed it to you during the whip parade, it looked like this. And here's where it's at right now. So got a few hundred more stitches in. I'm almost done with this big thing of blue to get that filled in, get the approved filled in, then finish the border, buy dogs, and then get the 2 dogs done. So this one is going to stay out, and I'm going to continue working on it, aiming for a finish on it. The next one I worked on was Margarita Dragon. Artwork by Stanley Morris, charted by Pain Free Crafts. The last time I showed it to you, I'm just getting started on this one. It's a full coverage. It's, I think, 114,000 stitches. No, 144,000 stitches. The last time I showed it to you, here's where it was at. And here's where I'm at now. Not a ton further. Oh my gosh, all my needles, none of them are sticking to the needle minders, really? Not a ton farther, but this is all the black that is on page 1. So now I'm starting to go back in and fill in some of the other color. Working kind of cross-country-ish on this one. This is on 25 count, Easy Grid Lugana. I'm working 1/1 full cross on this. So this one stays out and just kind of, I alternate between this and my other big full coverage project when I have time to work beyond what I want to get done for the day. So they get a few hundred stitches a month, maybe. I should have put this one next, but again, we don't script things here. We let them happen organically. And this is where it was in the stack. So this is Cloud's Factory, Grimm's Fairy Tales. Excuse me, it was their 2020 sale. The last time I showed it to you, it looked like this. And I finished my 10 days, 100 stitches. I can see you in the... I said no, I can see you in the camera, you ding dong. You're not getting by with anything. I got my 1,000 stitches, 10 days done, and on that one, that's about all I could take. I don't know why I dislike working on this project so much, but I do. So it'll probably go away for a while. This is on 16 count, Picture This plus Jade, and here is where I'm at. So I am working on Cinderella. So I've got part of Cinderella's body, part of the prince, and then parts of the 2 evil stepsisters. I do really love this, this vine. I think it turned out really cool. I was looking at the chart going, I don't think I like that. But then when I got done stitching it, I was like, yeah, I really do like that. So I got that done, but it'll probably be going away for a while just because I don't think I'm going to have time to work on it. It's not something I'm going to prioritize because I don't particularly care for it. Not the appearance. I think it looks awesome. It's not very fun for me to stitch, and I don't know why. Next up, one of my perennial, this one never ends, Deal Struck. The last time I showed it to you, it looked like this. This is the other full coverage. I alternate with this one and Margarita Dragon, whichever one I feel like working on that night if I have extra time after I get done with whatever goal I've set for myself for the day. I will work on one of these. So this only got a few hundred more stitches in, and here is where it is at. So I'm just slowly working my way in. I come to the next color across, and then I fill in if there's not a lot of it on the page and I think it's within, if it's reasonably countable, I'll just go ahead and finish out a color. So right now that's what I'm doing with this dark brown in here, is trying to finish that out in between the fingers. So that's Deal Struck. New start, ding, 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 ding. No, it's not. It's not. I had this started the last time I talked to you. Clouds Factory, Wonders of, not Clouds Factory, not Clouds Factory. Climbing Goat Designs, Wonders of the Hubble Telescope, Sal. Started January 10th, I think. And I'm working on it. I've got about 400 or 500 stitches in on this first square. Right now I'm still in blacks and browns. It's kind of boring. This is done on 16 count Aida. Color is It's a Mystery by B Stitch Me. And this is one of the ones that I try to, every day that I stitch, get 100 stitches or so in on this one. To try and relatively keep up with this one. Hi. I really need to get 2 cameras so that I can train one on her, so that you can see her, because she's kind of adorable. Objectively speaking. I'm a scientist, I know. And I lost my train of thought again. Sleep. Someday I will get to sleep. I don't think tonight is going to be that night, though. What do you think, Mock? She thinks she wants to explore some more. Okay, so that is what I worked on the last couple weeks. Plans. I have 5 projects I want to work on in the next month. I want to work on Dog Owners Welcome. I want to work on Wonders of the Hubble Telescope. And then I have my 2 new Whip Go draws. Last month was 6 and 10. This month is 7 and 11. It's almost like they just like moved down. It's kind of weird. And I drew another Clouds Factory as well. So number 7 for me is Hawk and Yona. This is a full coverage. It is charted by me based off a still shot from the anime. And here is where it's at as of right now. I think it's 890 stitches in. So my goal of 10 days and 100 stitches or 1,000 stitches is gonna more than double what I've got done. But it's still all gonna be purple. So I hate background pages. They're so boring, but they're so necessary and they look so good when they're done. I hate stitching them. I love the way they look when they're done. Up, 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 up. Yeah, I see you. So that's where Hawk and Yona is. And it's not a priority full coverage for me. Those are Margarita Dragon and Deal Struck. So it doesn't get a lot of love, but this month it will. And then my other Whip Go call, number 11, is again a Clouds Factory. This is There Is No Planet B. and it was the 2021 Sal. And here is where I'm at on this one. It is done on Winter Blues by Be Stitch Me. And I am still on the first month. Don't even have a full animal done. And there's, for reference, there's 2 animals a month. So that's where I left that one off. It's going to get 1,000 stitches this month. Puppy willing. I should have said dog willing. That would have been better. Thank you for kisses. I don't know why you're buttering me up. I also don't know how she's still sitting up here. Are you a camera hog like your big sis was? Any other time I've had her up here, she's up here for about 5 minutes and then she jumps down. So this is something special. Are you going to be a camera hog like your sis? You're going to hang around every time there's a camera up? Focus. Focus. I'm almost done, I swear. So in addition to my Whip Go projects and Dog Owners Welcome, Wonders of Space, and then my full coverages when and if I feel like working on them. And Santa. Okay, so I have more than, what did I say, 5, 6? I have more and more that I want to work on this month. Because I want to work on my Stitchy Santa. I can get 2 days per week out of that, a couple hundred stitches a week. And then the last one, get off those, madam. That's my fault, isn't it? It is my fault for putting them where you could reach them. You're a baby. You haven't learned yet. All right. So, where was I? Yes. My other project that I want to work on is another new start. This is, I'm going to be working on Caterpillar Cross Stitches British Isles Sal, and the first pattern came out on the 26th, so I haven't started it yet. So here's where it's at right now. This is the fabric that I'm going to use. This is 16 count Aida in Atypical by Mystic Fabrics, which is a nice neutral, you can see mostly browns with a little bit of pink in it. I really like this as a neutral. It is, as the name suggests, atypical for a neutral, but I think that it'll be a fun background for the British Isles Sal. So I want to work on that as well. I have no illusions, because I've met me, that I will keep up on either of those Sals, but I want to try to keep them active and make some progress on them while I'm working. The next thing that I want to finish is Dog Owners Welcome. And I think that's what I'd like to do from now on, is find a project. It doesn't necessarily have to be one of my Whip Go projects. It can be something else that inspires me. But as I get one project done, pick another project to finish. And so Dog Owners Welcome is the one that I want to be my focus piece from now until it is finished. It'd be really nice if I could finish it in February. But yeah. So that's that. Reading, watching, listening to. I finished the Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. I enjoyed it. It wasn't one of my absolute all-time favorite books, but I thought it was a good book. It's got a mystery, got a little bit of supernatural in there. So it was a little bit of a different take on your normal mystery suspense book. So I enjoyed it. I started reading A Flicker in the Dark, and right off the top of my head, I don't know who it's written by. I think Willingham is the last name. So I started reading that, not very far into it. I will withhold my judgment. I'm almost through the 11th volume of Demon Slayer. which is, I already, English. The anime is already ahead of this point in the manga. So I already know what happens. I think this is the last volume that I know what happens. This is the last volume of the Entertainment District arc. And then I'll be ahead of the anime, because I have volume 12 requested from the library. What else? Watched. I don't know if I mentioned this last time. I don't think I did, because I think I watched it over 24 Hours of Cross Stitch. One of my friends recommended to me the anime Death Parade, so I watched that. It was a very interesting take on the afterlife and the concepts of heaven and hell, reincarnation, blah, blah, blah. It was interesting. It was intense. I was not expecting that. My friend did not warn me. It was very sad. So there was that. I watched a little Black Clover. Mostly I've been watching documentaries, nothing super exciting. Like, I've just been watching old Discovery ID series on Hulu. Oh, I did re-watch Secrets of the Chippendale Murders. That was interesting. I had no clue any of that went on. So, this coming up, I just got a couple new books on audio. I was going to listen to them when I went to pick up Maka, because it was quite a drive for me to get to the breeder where she was at. But then my dad ended up going with me, so I didn't get to listen to them. But I got the 13th book in the Vampire Knitting Club series, Mosaics and Magic. Really looking forward to listening to that, as well as the fourth, I think it's the fourth Trials of Apollo book as well. Boop, 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 boop. So yeah, that's been my reading, watching, listening to. That's about it. Life updates. I mean, you saw the big one. She's licking my fingers right now. Now I'm gonna have to wash before I can stitch. Thank you. You don't care. I'm gonna have to let you out before I can stitch anyway, so it's fine. The inspection on the house wasn't too bad. So far everything seems to be progressing on that very nicely. I was supposed to be traveling. I think the last time I spoke to you, I was supposed to be traveling the following 3 weeks in a row. I did exactly 0 of those, which is why Maka came about, because I got sick of waiting for those to get done. 3 more continuances. So, yeah, did no work traveling, did no nothing. Just chugging along. Nothing too exciting now that I've got her. I won't be going anywhere because I'm going to be home taking care of her. I say that like I'm disappointed. I'm actually really excited. But I'm just tired. Because I really want her to let me sleep. But now I have a crate for her, so I can put her away when I need to work and all of that stuff. I am just really tired rambling today. It's not any sort of interesting or... So I'm just gonna go ahead and end it now. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna say goodbye. I hope everybody has an awesome week. Oh, I did have a few things I wanted to mention. I've rambled forever and I didn't talk about the things I wanted to talk about, of course. Things I've been thinking of doing in the near future. I've been thinking for like a year and a half about starting a Twitch stream. And I look into it a little while and then I get overwhelmed by all the stuff I have to do, like cameras and microphones and trying to figure out where I'm gonna do it. But that is something I'm thinking about. Feedback appreciated either way. Just since I guess I can live stream from my laptop to YouTube, so I could do some Stitch With Me's that way, but I can't do anything with my phone for YouTube. I can't live stream from my mobile until I have 1,000 subs, and that's never gonna happen. So I've been trying to think of ways I could do lives and do Stitch With Me's and stuff. I've done a couple Zoom meetups. Could do one of those again at some point. If anyone's up for it, let me know. And then the other thing I thought about doing, since it's been a really long time since I did one of these, I thought about doing a Q&A session. So if you have any burning questions or mildly interested questions, or you just want to throw me a bone and give me something to talk about, for me, about my stitching, about life, the universe, and everything, feel free to go ahead and put it in a comment, send me a DM on Instagram, however you want to get through and talk to me. And at a later point in a later video, I will answer those. Posting schedule, big question mark. I don't know how much stitching Little Miss Wigglebutt is gonna let me get done the next few weeks. So I'm thinking for the foreseeable future, I might go to a monthly Flosstube. Let me know what you think of that. Either that, or I'm gonna try to get back onto some semblance of a bi-weekly schedule. This one's about 2 weeks after the last one I did, so then logically I'd have another one in 2 weeks. Otherwise I would have one in a month. So let me know what you think about that either way. And I don't know, just let me know what you think about whatever. I don't care. I like to talk to people through virtual. I don't do telephone or face-to-face. Anxiety is just like, no. Okay. But yeah, if you ever have reason to want to stop by and chat, please do. And in the meantime, that really is all I have for today. So for now, I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy. We will see you next time. Bye.